A verb can be applied as an intransitive verb or a transitive verb in a clause, according to the intention of the speaker to state the clause. With a focus on the subject, the speaker selects the range of the statement about the subject to reveal whether the subject of the clause is in the subject-object relationship with an object clearly stated in the clause or not. A subject of the clause can be the subject to convey the definition of the verb to an object, or a subject can be considered as an object of the statement by the speaker. This range of the statement is determined by the intention of the speaker. The speaker who focuses on the experience, condition, or action of the subject describes the subject with the intransitive verb in a clause. So, a clause that an intransitive verb is applied deals with the subject. The speaker who focuses on the interaction to give and receive the experience, condition, or action in the relationship with an object describes the subject with the transitive verb in a clause. A clause that a transitive verb is applied deals with the interaction between the subject and the object. There is clause. I get a puppy for her. This clause is constituted with a subject, who is the speaker, a transitive verb get, and an object, a puppy. The existence of the object of the verb is the subject of the preposition for. Then we can understand that the present purpose of the existence of the subject, a puppy, is the existence of the object, her. This explanation focuses on the definition of the preposition for. The preposition for is also classified as an adverb that is not a constituent. So this clause is constituted in the third type of clause. The speaker states the clause with the focus on the interaction between the speaker as the subject and the direct object, a puppy, purposed to be conveyed to the indirect object, her, as the object of the preposition for. This clause describes the reason why the speaker as a subject actualizes the action indicated by the transitive verb get is the conveyance of the action indicated by the transitive verb get and a direct object, a puppy, to the indirect object, her. the terms a direct object and an indirect object are applied in a fourth type of clause. But the speaker who wants to focus on the conveyance of the definition that the transitive verb delivers, the interaction between the subject and the direct object. Instead, the speaker clarifies the conveyance of the definition that the transitive verb get delivers from the speaker to the indirect object via the direct object. The speaker clarifies the relationship between the direct object and the indirect object by the definition of the preposition for. From the definition of the preposition for, the subject or copy of the preposition exists at the same time when the object of the preposition exists. The mediation by the definition of the preposition relies on the point in time when the verb describes the subject. The transitive verb get describes the action of the speaker at the present when the speaker states this clause. And the preposition also mediates the relationship between the subject and the object, but does not reveal the gap between the present when the speaker states this clause and the time when the definition of the preposition for mediates the subject and the object. So we can figure out that the mediation by the definition of the preposition for reveals the concurrency with the description of the transitive verb get. So the object of the transitive verb a puppy and the object of the preposition her receive the definition of the transitive verb get at the same time from the speaker as the subject. So when the speaker actualizes the action indicated by the transitive verb get, the speaker also has the purpose when the speaker actualizes the action. There is another clause that another preposition to is applied to mediate the relationship between the direct object and the indirect object.